Hi, aloha. I'm State Senator Clarence Nishihara. I represent Pearl City, Waipahu, Palisades, and Crestview Seaview in the State Senate. Well, I understand the question at hand is about the problems we have with homelessness. Well, it's clear that the problems with homelessness is multidimensional. We have cases where you have people who are working, but they can't afford it, and so they're homeless. They live in cars, living with other families. Then you also have a problem with have mental issues, where either they're not taking their medication, or maybe they don't have the right proper medication, and so you have they're also being moved out of. And if they had any housing, they're moving out to the streets. So that's a problem. And then you have this, I think, a big problem. Maybe the numbers may not be that great, but families with young children. And that's always been my concern, that we have families with young children and living in the various areas where all you have around you is haole and very little protection from the elements. I remember years ago when I was, it was brought to my attention about there was a homeless family that was living in the same situation in Waipahu. So I went with the public health nurse, went to meet with him, and I tried to work with him. And eventually we were able to get him to a transitional housing run by a church. Eventually he was able to reconnect with family on the mainland. It was a Samoan family, but they moved to the mainland. I lost track, but I hope they were okay, because they had some young children. So those are the things that I'm concerned about. You know, the usual what you see, and we see them in all the communities. You see them either pushing their shopping carts or bags, or, you know, full of, I guess, shopping bags, basically plastic bags, and moving their whatever they own, moving along. My wife and I would have stopped on occasion and offered some people blankets, especially when it was getting kind of cold. But, you know, without adequate sanitation, it doesn't seem like most of them are really truly hungry. You can always seem to find food, but housing is a severe crisis. Where do you find housing that's adequate? Find it where you get their proper medications so they're not mentally challenged. I think all of these things, that's the problem, the homelessness. And I think if we can really get the handle on all of that, we can maybe bring the numbers down. I know the state has been working on, the city has been working on, but still, the fact that the challenges continue to operate decades later shows that they're multidimensional, multifaceted, and there's no one silver bullet for any particular one. So in my upcoming term, I would like to see how we can address some of those concerns, and maybe we can at least whittle the numbers down. Thank you.